First of all, I do not know if it's gonna be my last video this year or not, but if it is, then no matter what time you are watching this year or next year, happy new year to all of you watching this video. Hope you can reach your language learning goal this year. Here I go. Before starting the video, like this video if you know how to say hello in American language, and subscribe to my channel if you too would like to be a hyper polyglot like me, which I do not consider, but you get the point. So let's get started. So I think at this point you are aware of me. My name is Saunaf from Nepal, and in this video I would like to introduce my new method of learning different languages at the same time in 2025. I call this 3-month approach, and this method helps you learn not only one, not only two, but 4 languages in the whole year. If you saw my last video about my plans and then my history of language learning, journey of language learning in 2024, you might be familiar with my plan for 2025. And then after one day I modified that plan a bit and then post a community tab which you saw, I think. And in that I discussed about 3-month approach, which I think you might not be familiar with, but if you are, then congratulations. But if you are not, then let me tell you, like, from February, March, from January to March, I'm gonna learn Russian for 3 months, and then after 3 months, I will be studying German for another 3 months, and then after 3 months, I will pick like either Portuguese or French. I'm not quite sure between those languages, but yeah, those 2 languages were for last 6 months. I can either choose Portuguese or French. So for the first 3 months, I will be studying Russian, but I thought I thought I would go with German, but I decided to go with Russian because of 2 reasons which I mentioned in that community post. But if you didn't see that, let me tell you again that 2 reasons are: one, Russian being one of the hardest language to study. Two, I studied Spanish grammar from a YouTube channel, this channel, and then yeah, and that channel is gonna make videos about German grammar from January, and I think that channel cannot like finish every single grammar topic of German in 3 months. So I decided to go with Russian, which he has already posted. So that's all about my plan for next year. So hope I see you with progress in Russian in in April, because I will be learning in for January, February and March, 3 months. And like, I have heard that Russian has 6 cases, or which I would like to call 6 types of expression that helps us modify like word into 6 different ways according to context, and which is the hardest topic to like study in Russian. And then after you do that, there is another hard topic called motion verb. For example, in English we have the verbs like go, come, but in English it depends if you go by car or if you go by bus, if you go on foot, or if you carry some items with you, or if you don't, if you go with one way or two-way travel, that depends upon context. So those were, I think, the hardest, like those are the hardest topic to master in Russian grammar, as so far I have learned. And then yeah, I can recognize some of the letters in Cyrillic alphabet, but when it comes to reading I cannot. But I know the sounds the particular letters make, but when they combine the stress in the language, I cannot figure out anything. So that's all about for my 3-month approach. So I think you should also go with this approach and then study 4 languages, or at least try them. But I recommend not to, because according to me, I don't want you to ruin your I like ruin your year, or not make any advantage of 2025 about language learning because of me. So it's up to you if you want to continue with this approach or but not. But I wouldn't recommend you this approach. That's all about my video. Thank you for watching.